Okay guys, we're doing a little video on the setup and stuff today. Oop, I want to show you I've already done it. So this is just an opening. Hey, if you haven't been here before, please subscribe. I got a pretty good thing going on here, and I think I can share a lot of information about how to do what I'm doing, living full-time in my truck without it costing you a lot of money and a lot of worries, and I can be a resource for you. Okay, we've got to work on the setup a little bit. So I thought I'd kind of show you all a little bit, and then kind of maybe do some little segments on the different things that I use. Like the first one I'll kind of do maybe around the power sources that I use and electronics I use and things like that. So this is a great little spot. There's trails behind me back here too, back over here. I'm gonna park right here and I can put my canopy out, and so we'll kind of go from there. So I'll set up and show y'all what's going on. Here, let me show you back here first. See the mountains back here, trails. So again, I kind of get, what I try to do is get kind of everything organized a little bit and set up the way I would use it. Most of the time at night, I push everything back in, and I push this back in because I put the cover back on so the sun just doesn't beam down on everything. I'll leave my chair out, you know, maybe the cooler or something, but that's about it. But beforehand, I go ahead and get it all out, even if I just reposition it, just making sure I have everything I need and it's already out and convenient in case I want to make some coffee or anything along those lines. So I think most of my stuff is pretty organized. I have different bins. I still am minimalizing down. I'm still, this next time I go back home in a few weeks, I'll even drop more stuff off at my storage unit and probably get another one of these tubs out of here. But you just realizing just things you don't need. I've already flipped and rotated things. So, you know, like all the clothes I have, it's just ridiculous that I bring them all. I still have in my head, you know, that I'm wearing something different every single day. Can't do that out here. And you know, you really don't want to either. You're dirty anyways a lot of the times. So anyways, so, you know, I kind of get all that out and organized, and then I'll start working on pulling my canopy out, and then the inside, just kind of getting that ready. And none of this takes very long, but we'll just keep going. Usually it's better to have two people doing this, but there's not two people, so I don't have that. So I'm just gonna show you how I set it up, and I'll speed the process up too. These are the side poles, the side stabilizers, and you have to pull them out before you undo this whole canopy. So I go ahead and just take them all the way out, the poles all the way out, tighten them. Come on, man. And then we unroll it. legs. So I get everything out, of course, and then adjust it, because I won't know until I do. This can put these straps on right here. And this is actually, I got lucky with this one, because I actually got lucky with this Rhino roof rack. And I got them on Facebook Marketplace, and I looked for a while, got really lucky with that. And then about a month later, I found this, and this is also a Rhino rack, and it's made specifically to fit. The brackets and everything fit this exactly. It was amazing. So again, and one of the things is it rains a lot here. So if I go hiking or get out or things like that, I will drop down one side of it, because when it rains, if you don't, then what's going to happen is it's going to leave a bruise. But anyways, if you drop this, so the rain will flow off, because if you don't, it pools up in there and it pulls down and stretches it out. So anyways, just a little tip on that if you don't know already. And then there's some straps. So these are what helps stabilize it, especially in the wind and stuff. Up, so it'll create shade where I need it. I mean, I have plenty of shade back here, and it depends on where the sun, of course, is, but here you go. Take a closer look. So we go inside. So basically, when you live like this and travel like this, just in your truck, you got to get used to just moving things around. But see, isn't this cool? This canopy right here. So anyways, it's very hot in here. So I got to put the window shades and stuff, all that up. So let's see if I can set this in here good. So anyways, that's where my platform is. I do keep a couple of more gallons of water here. I always have to have a lot of water. I've got my 5-gallon thing here, and that's it's about half full right now. I'll pour the rest in there as I get set up. But again, there's the platform. And so I'm going to kind of show you about that here. Let me see how I can do this. I think we can see okay in here. So anyways, I keep this just covered with this sheet. So it's pretty simple. I'm just taking the blankets and stuff. So I have one blanket too. Again, these are things I'm probably going to kind of get rid of once I figure that out a little bit more. You know, even though I've been on the road 3 years, it's, you know, still feel like these things I have to have blankets and sheets. So I just move them over into my passenger seat. I always keep a towel around just because that's me. And so, you know, I have my certain ways of setting things up, so that just goes up on here. I have my pads and paper and things that I use to write things down over here. And usually I'll keep that up there, which I'll move here shortly. Keep that on top of my dashboard too. And then I just roll my mattress out. It's real simple. It's, you know, I need to be more specific with the cuts so it lays a little differently, but I'll do that at a different time, of course. I just move my pillows aside. Here's my window covers, which I'll put up in a minute. And I also need to do some new ones of these. But these are so simple and so cheap. I don't know why people spend so much money on some of this stuff. But that's just me. It doesn't mean I'm doing it right. I take my sleeping bag out. Pillows, just put these over here now. See all this, what I'm talking, I have to move one thing to another over here and then put this over here to get to that. And so you just get used to it. It's really not a hassle. So now we're going to do the window coverings real quick, which is pretty simple. So I'll just do it from this angle and then I'll just do the rest of them. You don't have to see all that. This is for driver. I have them marked. So this is for driver's side. So I'll just put that. So these are just cutouts. These were $3.99 from Walmart, the bigger ones that go on your front windshield. And I just cut them out to size. I could get 2 for each one. Wrong one. This is driver's side. Sorry. Up there. Thank goodness for editing, right? Being able to edit. Okay, so here we go. And they fit, they just fit right inside. Again, you just, when you cut them out, measure them and cut them out. These, that's why I have to do some other ones. These are the first ones I did like this. So I had a couple of little spaces I had to fill. So I have some new ones under here to be able to do that with. I just haven't done it. So, but it's that simple. Voila. Oh, and then I put my front one on. I have a really nice, big, bulky one for the front windshield. So I'll put that up. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so this is, I also have the cell signal booster in case your service is limited or not good to where I can, because I have to work and be online a lot. And there's a lot of areas you just don't have it, and or have what you need to be able to stream or get online and things like that. So I don't have that problem here, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how I set this up and have, it's kind of a homemade bracket. You can look online. I think on my YouTube I have how I made this little bracket and all that. So let me move over here and show y'all. And I just keep this down with these little tiny bungees. So when this is not up, it just straps down both sides there. Okay, so I have to loosen these nuts right here to be able to then lift it up. go. That's it. And so now it's, if I need to, I can take the wire out here that I've bungeed down. The little controller, or not controller, the receptor that the antenna connects to, that receives, and then there's a little, you can see the wiring under there. So it goes down there and plugs into the WeBoost receiver. So right here, the WeBoost. So it plugs in here, and then this has a receiver that I can put out inside the cab. Just hang here, and it's a 3-foot radius, and it will, it broadcasts, you know, the signal. So again, it's catching from here into my phone or my laptop. I just like that explanation. So anyways, I have that up, and I'll be back in a minute with what's next. Okay, now you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. All right. Okay, guys, so that's pretty simple. I mean, again, I can move a lot faster when I'm not filming and doing all that. So it's usually maybe a 30-minute process at most to get everything the way I like it. But the first thing I do again is get my solar stuff out. Start working on its charging. And then, like I showed you, I took the cover back on here, pulled everything out. So this is usually how I'll have things set out. Again, I can easily push everything underneath there, because right now we're kind of in a monsoon pattern in Colorado. So everywhere I go, it's always, I don't remember the last time it hasn't rained in the afternoon. So I want to be able to push stuff in pretty quick. So you just kind of your little kitchen setup. I can cook here. And then of course you saw me put the canopy up, which is very handy. There's my bucket. It's got 2 uses. One is for a footstool, and I'm sure you can guess what the other one's for. And then of course, talked about the cell booster, which I really don't need. And then the window coverings I have all up in here. You see the front, the back. I don't put them up in the back because I like to have some view of something, to be able to see something. I don't like being completely shut down, but I do like it. It's more comfortable to sleep. So the window coverings are there. Again, I keep a light here when I'm in here at night. It's very simple. Lights it up pretty good. And then there's my work stuff right here. The towel I was talking about, that's where I set my shoes. There's my work backpack with the laptop and everything, which I usually keep back over here if I'm in here at night. A little bit more storage back there. Again, food, toiletries, just some other stuff in here, hats. That's it, man. You don't need much to do this. You don't, you know, I would love to have a $150,000 rig and all the jacked up and all the different stuff and a tent on top, or you know, what is it, a rooftop tent. I always turn my lights too for your battery. Make sure, because I get in and out a lot, and especially if you're sitting for 2 or 3 days like I do, which is usually the most I do, is I make sure they're all off. So when I do open the doors and stuff, it's not a pull on the battery. I do have a jump box, which y'all will see. I'll show y'all. And then of course, that's it. But everything's pretty tight. Again, it starts raining or I go hiking or something, and I just want to push everything inside I can, where I can lock it up. Got my solar going. Got my setup over here. And my porch, my patio. And there you go, guys. So I hope you love that. Any questions, anything you want me to show you, anything that I do, I'll be glad to do a video on it. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And hit the bell, you know, for the notifications, all that good stuff. Go to my TikTok, Instagram, and all that. Oh, and so here's the other thing too. Look, I don't have a bunch of links in there. I am an affiliate with a lot of this stuff with BioLite and things like that, but I don't promote them. I'm willing to do some product testing and things like that, but I'm not endorsing that stuff right now. So I don't have links in here to get stuff. If you want, please, if you want to support my channel, so I have, if there's a link in there, my links, which you'll see in the landscape picture on the top in the bottom right corner. Y'all probably already know all that. You just click on it. It goes to all my other social links. But the other thing is too, there's two things in there. There's Wild Hat, which the Wild Hat typically pays for my gas everywhere I go. People love the Wild Hat. It just came back in stock. So it's like this hat right here. Okay, there's a link in there that you can purchase that. I'm also going to have some more merch up too. And then also, I'm on this site now called Buy Me a Coffee. And so if you want to support me that way, go there. There's a link in there. You can even write me a personal note. And typically I'll respond back, within 24 hours, usually within a couple. And that's what would really help me if you like my content and all that. Because then it keeps me motivated and keeps me going. And I just want to keep doing better, which I will anyways. But, I'm old school. So anyways, y'all go outside. That's what I promote. And you see all my shorts on here too. You can go through my videos, all the less than a minute videos, mostly less than 30-second videos. They're all about motivational stuff and me walking, hiking, doing stuff and just spouting off. So check it out. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Please subscribe. Support me if you can. Bye.